India is on its way to becoming the world superpower. We see significant progress in our hard military power and soft power. But what about sports power? Sports culture and performance of a country directly reflects the living standards, progress, confidence and competency. So can India still afford to look at sports as a leisure activity? Do you know India is the first Asian country to win the first gold medal in Olympics? But where are we now? At the bottom of the table among 87 countries when we look at medals per capita. In the last 104 years of participation in Olympics, India won only 38 medals. Let's look at our performance category-wise. From the world's most dominating team to then not even getting qualified in Olympics to now beating the medal favorites, Hockey India has come a long way. Look at the numbers. Can we still say lack of infrastructure is the only excuse? When we defeated China that manufactures athletes in fully boarded state-of-the-art specialized training centers, can we still say lack of expert coaches as the only excuse for no gold in badminton? Wrestling, Mallayuddha and boxing, Mushti Yuddha goes back to the days of Mahabharata. Remember our favorite wrestler Bhima? India is a regular medal contender in these sports which are very much part of our culture. But yet, why are we not producing large number of wrestlers and boxers and not dominating the world stage? Let's be honest with the shortcomings that must be acknowledged and addressed. I know people say with many other third world problems to deal with, we can't make sports a priority. But let's remember, this is the golden time for India to bring that big change with over 65% of population under the age of 35. This was exactly what China did when they aimed to be the developed nation in all aspects. China rose from number 11 in 1988 Seoul Olympics to number 1 in 2008 Beijing Olympics and is consistently in top 4 since then. With India bidding to host the 2036 Olympics, we must have a plan in place to host with our heads held high. When we look at the success stories of sports icons, we see the dedication and personal sacrifices of their parents and coaches. Wouldn't it be nice if they can lean on the system? I'm talking about India as a nation producing sports icons, not just a handful of dedicated parents. The first shortcoming is the lack of strong sports ecosystem. When I say ecosystem, I'm talking about the change required in people and policies. Role model for a sport is nothing less than God for a religion. We need role models not only on the ground but also in the governance who has genuine intent to drive the sporting excellence in the country. Imagine Dhoni or Sunil Chhetri or Gopi Chand as our sports ministers who has seen it all and done it all. Sports federations in India are notorious for corruption and politics. Funds and power are often misused. We have seen the results of not having right people at the right place. Shambolic Commonwealth Games, which turned out to be the biggest embarrassment at global stage, is one of the examples. Let me remind you how the dirty politics destroyed our national sport. The North-South politics and the power tussle between Indian Olympics Association and Indian Hockey Federation decimated the sport. From being the world number 1 under the wizard Dhyan Chand to not even getting qualified in 2008 Olympics. People lost interest in hockey purely due to dirty politics and then quickly shifted to cricket when we won the 1983 World Cup. Thanks to Naveen Patnaik ji for reviving hockey. Odisha government invested around 400 crores on AstroTurf pitches and sponsoring teams, which finally helped hockey win an Olympic medal after a gap of 41 years. Out of 10 Olympic gold medals India won so far, 8 are won by hockey alone. Hockey has decent infrastructure, expert coaches, role models to look up to, and the history of success that gives confidence to our kids and youngsters to pursue our national sport. Sports federations must revive and reset their policies to eliminate any kind of such politics and corruption and identify and nurture the talent and give the right opportunities to the right people. The answer to the question, why no gold in badminton, gives us the shortcoming number 2. With the talent India has in badminton, the players are not able to meet the expectations due to mental pressure. To deliver gold medal performance, athletes need mental toughness that must be built from a very young age with the support of professional sports psychologists.
Peer pressure my parents had from all the other friends, family saying, why are you doing this? Why not take the education route? Why are you spending so much? And what if he doesn't become a tennis player? What if he doesn't do this? So constantly hearing it from close people that he's not going to make it, he's not going to make it, he's not going to make it, adds that much more pressure. And then when you lose, that frustration also is more. Because tomorrow somebody is going to say, oh, what happened? He lost. Right?
If Virat Kohli and Abhinav Bindra went into depression after tasting so much success, then imagine how much stress our upcoming athletes go through. Right now, there are only 4 universities in India that offer sports psychology course. There is severe shortage. We need more sports psychologists at grassroots level, mentoring and supporting young players. We must utilize the huge success of cricket to uplift other sports. BCCI has to be kind-hearted, share their revenue and promote other promising sports. Imagine Kohli or Rohit Sharma actively promoting wrestling or boxing or javelin. I'm not talking about their tweets once in a while. Real actions from cricket board and players will make a difference. The audience must change too. We must celebrate Sunil Chhetri's performances on par with Kohli's. India may not be able to commercialize sport like the sporting superpower US. US pumps lots of money into the sport that even the youngsters who play sport at the university level often bag multi-million-dollar contracts with live TV coverage for the sports at school level. Just like in India, where every parent wants their child to become a doctor or engineer to secure the future, in US, you will see every parent wanting their child to bag a sporting contract. We don't have dollars, but what can we do? We often see our governments showering our winners with huge rewards. But what about providing that guaranteed income to the athletes that tried but failed? Where is the balance? How many parents can encourage their children in sports when it's an all or nothing career? And what about the greediness of corporate companies that seal the endorsement deals with winners but close the doors on youngsters who need sponsorships in their initial days of training? When I learnt about Shiva Keshavan, I was amazed at his incredible perseverance, but was also ashamed that no sponsor held his hand. He built his own sled in his garage with no huge facilities in India. He slid across Himalayan roads, overtaking cars and lorries, reaching up to the speed of 100 kilometers per hour. After all this eye-poppingly dangerous training regime, he qualified for Olympics at the youngest age of 16. But still, India did not pay for his travel. He had to depend on crowdfunding for his travel, and his uniform bore the names of 50,000 donors. Keshavan said he was refused sponsorship by over 100 companies before he proved himself. In 2002, Italy offered sponsorship for Keshavan if he competed under Italian flag, but he politely refused. More sponsors must come forward to support such promising athletes. Before you want a medal, fall in love with the sport. Sport in India is very much result oriented. We play for the result, but not for the love of sport itself. We see such healthy love for sport in Europe, which does not commercialize sport like in the US, nor does employ strict measures like in China, but still achieved great success. UK with 1/5 of population of US and 1/20th of population of China stands ahead in terms of medals per capita of population. Imbibing diverse sports into schools while providing enjoyable environment for children helps them develop transferable skills, ultimately producing elite athletes. When we see sport not as an end but as a means of achieving life skills, that's when we get to see the actual benefit of sport. Khelo India.